I'm Luke Andrews with JT Pitts and Associates, and today I have Kyle Pinkham from my team. So excited to sit down and talk to Kyle for just a couple of minutes. So without further ado, here's JTPA Presents Kyle Pinkham.
So I've actually known the Pitts family for a very, very long time. It all dates back to who I consider my mentor, actually, Jeff. He was my first ever baseball coach, and his son, Zach, was on the same team, who's actually a co-owner of the brokerage. I had obviously had a longevity with them of being friends, and I remember the day that I made the phone call with Jay. It was almost like a warm welcoming. I mean, he said, "Hey," he said, "we would love to have you. Get your license, do what you need to do," and he said, "Then come aboard." I'm really great with people. I always have been. My previous career was a very much a very face-to-face, people-involved transaction, if you will. During that time, I had a lot of those difficult conversations, the pulling somebody off the ceiling conversation, the building somebody up conversation. From that, having those difficult conversations was something that I did previously, and I had to do previously in order to be successful in my job. And I just think that has given me the ability now to really take those head on. And I don't want to say welcome it, because nobody wants to have those difficult conversations, but at the same time, having the ability and having had those conversations for such a long time, I think it's really allowed me to embrace that and understand that it's part of the business. And when you're dealing with such a personal transaction like this, you really have to almost set yourself in their shoes and understand what they're feeling and their understanding. I think that's something that I do better than most. I think the biggest help that has allowed me to balance the family, husband, as well as work, I'm blessed to have a very, very supportive wife, who loves real estate herself. She was always supportive when I made this transition. She knows that when I have to work, I have to work, but she also understands that what all comes with this job, and she also, encourages me to have a little bit of me time. I definitely consider E-Town my backyard. E-Town's big enough to where there's, new places, but it's small enough that I know where to go. Somebody tells me an address, I'm like, yeah, I know where that's at. I definitely see myself transitioning to do a lot more business in Louisville. I think there's a lot more opportunity. E-Town will always be there, and E-Town is vastly growing, but I definitely see myself branching out to be a little bit more involved in the Louisville market.
So that was Kyle Pinkham, and from all of us at JT Pitts and Associates, I'm Luke Andrews. Have a great day.